Levarme la moustache en la capucha. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki tacatiki. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Siento patanilo, mira tacatiki puletica. Sani levarme la moustache en la capucha.
What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show, and today the show is going to be basically what it's named. Like, moving back in the first round isn't always the smart thing, especially when you lose out on quality players. Now, you're talking about, we lost out on Kyle Hamilton because Baltimore was smart enough to take him. Again, a team right up the way, smart enough to take a guy. Then we lose out on Jordan Davis because Philadelphia moves up to make sure that they take him. And then we, instead of taking a big receiver, we take a small receiver in Jahan Dotson. Now, I'm going to say this. There are going to be people that tell you this is not a bad pick. This isn't a bad pick. This was all right. No, he's pretty good. No. Let me tell y'all something. Don't listen to those people. You know why? Because they'll tell you that they seen the film. They'll tell you that they seen stuff. They didn't see everything. Y'all want to know about Jahan Dotson and what he could possibly be in the NFL? I got one game that y'all all can look at. And that is Nebraska versus Penn State. Cam Taylor-Britt, who is a guy that I told y'all about, was a sleeper guy that should be a sleeper guy in the draft. He's not even one of the top corners in this draft. Not one of the top corners in this draft. He shut Jahan Dotson out in that game. Shut him out. I mean, like, collapsed everything on him. And you telling me that somehow, some way, this guy is going to be the answer opposite Terry McLaurin? Not only that, you went with a short guy when you've been talking about height at receiver for the longest time. And it's so funny how everybody sits here and gets mad at me talking about I'm negative and stuff like that. These are the things that make me like this. These are the things that make no sense. I even gave Ron enough. I knew he was going to take a wide receiver if they missed out on Kyle Hamilton. I told y'all that. I told y'all that. What John would do versus what Ron would do. I gave Ron too much credit thinking he was going to actually take Treylon Burks, and he didn't. I should have known that he was going to make a play like this. This is close to being reminiscent of the Jamin Davis pick. People are going to tell you, because see, this is the thing about when you make money off of doing a lot of this stuff. People will tell you stuff because they want you to like them. They want you to like their videos. They want you to comment and say good things and all that type of stuff because they want or they want to sell you merchandise and stuff like that. I'm not doing that. I'm being honest about this stuff. This is one of the worst things y'all don't understand. Like, these type of moves is what bothers me the most about this team and about this staff. Because, again, you can't make mistakes like this. And I understand that Ron is going to come up and say, yeah, you know, we felt he was the best guy. He's going to repeat a lot of the stuff that we hear all the coaches repeat, because he's not going to tell him that we didn't even realize that Treylon Burks was still on the board. Y'all need to understand something, man. Like, Ron has not I don't even understand this, because again, this move doesn't make any sense. And like I said, for people who actually watch the games, they're gonna tell you the same game that I'm telling you. Nebraska versus Penn State. Watch how Cam Taylor-Britt against Jahan Dotson, he shut him down, and he's not even considered one of the top cornerbacks in this draft. He's not considered one of the top corners in this draft, and he shut him down. Shut Jahan Dotson down. I mean, this is one of those moves. I mean, hell, I would have still been okay if they. You could have took Nakobe Dean and put him in that Buffalo nickel position, whatever the hell that is, because you would have still had your third linebacker. Is he undersized as a linebacker? Yes, but he's fast enough to play that position. But instead, you take Jahan Dotson, who's a shorter receiver, and then on top of that, all this talk about getting the best for Carson Wentz and all this type of stuff, knowing Carson Wentz struggles throwing to shorter receivers, and you get him a guy who's shorter than the main guy. Not only that, we saw Philadelphia just get better. We saw Philadelphia get better in the draft. They traded. They sat up there and got A.J. Brown in a trade with the Titans. Because you know why? The Titans wasn't even expecting for Treylon Burks to be there. I'm pretty sure they were not expecting Treylon Burks to be there. As soon as that happened, sure enough, boom, Philadelphia makes the trade. A.J. Brown is now an Eagle. Washington has Jahan Dotson. That's what we got to show for coming out of this draft. We just saw other than Dallas, we just saw the NFC East get that much better, and we did not improve. We didn't do anything in free agency. We now drafted an undersized wide receiver. And again, you're talking about you were supposed to be making it comfortable for Carson Wentz, and you didn't do that because you drafted a shorter wide receiver. You're going to hear people tell you this is a good deal, this was a good pick, and all this type of stuff. They're going to tell you all the stuff that you want to hear and you need to hear just to make you feel better. But nah, this was not a good deal. This was not a good pick. This was really, really not a good pick. And the fact that, trust me, you're going to have people trying to get you to like them, get you to like their videos, get you to approve everything. Because, when I come in, just like what one of the guys told me, there's times in other groups, we sit up there and we don't even show your videos. That's the type of hate I get. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm just as much as a fan, I'm probably a bigger fan than them because I don't come with the positivity and stuff just to make y'all feel better and things like that. And here we are. And see, this goes in line with that arrogance that I tell y'all about all the time. Yeah, okay, everybody's going to be like, well, he could turn out better. I saw this dude shut out of a game, shut down in a game by a guy who's not even one of the top corners in this draft. So imagine what happens if he goes up against Diggs or Slay. Think about that. Think about when he's going up against guys that are actually serious competitors. If this dude was shut down by a guy that's not even one of the top cornerbacks in this draft, imagine what's going to happen to him in the league. I will be over this at the end of the draft because he's here. He's here. Unless they do something dramatic where they make a trade that all of a sudden blows us out the water. This was a silly pick. Treylon Burks was still on the board. He's not even the guy that I really like, but he was still on the board. George Pickens was still on the board. Man. Like I said, y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me what y'all think. For some of y'all who sit up there and, because I'm not telling y'all the fluffy stuff and everything, y'all tell me what y'all think too. I mean, to me, I feel that this goes right down the line of Ron and these draft picks that don't seem to really be the ones that should be made, especially in the first round. Like, man, this is something else, man. I don't even know what to say. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment. Just let me know how y'all feel. Other than that, this has been your man, John Fortune, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.